Hi friends, here we are having a question for a simply supported beam that a simply supported beam of a 8 meter span carrying a UDL of 10 kN per meter at the rate of 4 meters of a midspan. Draw diagram and find out the shear force diagram and bend moment diagram for the given data. Here we are having a solution that we are having a 5-step method to solve this problem. Let us draw the diagram here. Here we are having 8 meters of span. Let us consider this is 8 meter span of a support and here it is B support. Let us consider this is 8 meters. Here when we divide the simply supported beam at the midspan, let it be the 4 meters. From here it is 4 meters. From here to here it is the 4 meters. The UDL is carrying 4 meters on the midspan, so that let us also divide this 4 meters into 2 meters and here also the 2 meters. Here the 2 and here will be the 2. The total distance from here to here is 4 meters. This the UDL going to act at this 4 meters. Let us plot a point here, that is A, B, C and D. Here we are having 8 meters of span. We are going to divide these by two equal parts with the 4 meters, and when we going to divide the 4 meters into the half, we are going to have a UDL for the 4 meters. Here the load is symmetrical because here the load is acting at the exact the midspan of the beam and leaving the space of 2 meters from the right support and 2 meters from the left support, so that the UDL is going to be symmetrical loading, so that here RA is equal to RB. We can assume that RA is equal to RB. When we going to assume this? We are going to assume when the load is only symmetrical loading. Here we are having our 5-step method to follow in the problem, that is given data, this is our 5-step method, that given data, total load on beam, summation upward reaction is equal to summation of downward forces. Number 4, shear force calculation and bend moment calculation. Number 5, shear force diagram and bend moment diagram with respect to of their values. Here let's go into our 5-step, that is number 1, given data. Given data, here a simply supported beam of 8 meters of a span. Either you can write a simply supported beam of a span 8 meters. You can write in this way also. Number 2, UDL of magnitude 10 kN per meter, and next it is acting for the span of 4 meters, only 4 meters at a midspan. In the question they only give that the span of the UDL and they will give the midspan. They won't say the exact location of the UDL. When the question is saying it is at the midspan, we have to divide the total span into half span, and from the half span we are going to divide that 1/4 of the span and going to divide the value, and we are going to add the UDL or any point load which is given in the question. Number 2, total load on beam. Here total load on beam In this question, we are having only UDL load, that is in kilonewton into kilonewton per meter. Here, the load should be always in kilonewtons, so that I am going to multiply the UDL into the meters or length which is acted for the UDL. Here we are having a 10 kilonewton per meter and acting for a span of 4 meters. Here the acting for 4 meters on the beam. So that I am going to multiply with 4 meters. Meter going to cancel, and the load will be 40 kilonewtons. Load will be 40 kilonewtons on the beam. The total load on beam is equal to 40 kilonewtons. Number 3, summation upwards is equal to downwards. In this simply supported beam, we are having two reactions, RA and RB, so that these are in the direction of upwards. So that I am writing these two on LHS side. That going to be RA plus RB is equal to downward forces that we are having only one UDL. Then when a UDL is converted as a point load, as it get be as 40 kilonewtons. RA plus RB is equal to 40 kilonewtons. Here we don't know the individual reactions of RA and RB, so that we are having a method to find out the individual reaction, that is moment method and substitution method. After the moment method, we are going to use the substitution method to find out the reaction, another reaction. Here let us have this is as equation 1. While find out in the individual reactions, we are having moment method. For this moment method, we are going to have a sign conventions that are clockwise as positive, anti-clockwise as negative. Clockwise as positive, anti-clockwise as negative. Then here we are having a twist that moment, if I take the moment about A is equal to 0, then I am going to find a RB reaction. If I am going to take the moments about B is equal to 0, I am going to find reaction of RA. Here I am going for moment about A, that moment about A is equal to 0, then taking all the loads and reactions for the A, so that here in this equation RA going to be eliminated, and next we are having RB reaction and the load. RB is taking moment in a anti-clockwise direction, so that having a negative sign minus RB into the distance from A to B is 8 meters. 8 positive, because the UDL is taking moment in clockwise direction like this. If it want to take the moment, it has to be converted as point load, so that 10 into 4, thereafter it is converted as point load, which is acted the midspan of the beam, that is from here to here 4 meters. Now we are having a UDL here, this is 2 meters and this is 2 meters. Up to here we are having UDL, so that we are going to take here from here 2 by 2 plus 2. Here minus RB into 8 plus 10 into 4, which is the UDL is converted as a point load, which is going to act at the midspan of the beam. Then this is going to take moment from the midspan, that is 4 by 2 plus the remaining distance from the after the UDL, that is 2. 4 by 2 plus 2, that going to be minus RB into 8 is equal to, or you can send RB after the is equal to, let us complete this, 40 2 plus 2, that going to be is equal to 0. We are taking the moments about A is equal to 0, so that equating 0. I am sending RB into 8 after the is equal to, here we are having a negative sign, this is going to become as positive sign. Positive RB into 8 is equal to 40 of 4. RB multiplied with 8 is equal to 160. RB is equal to 160 by 8. The value will be 20 kilonewtons. As already we discussed that the load is symmetrical, so that RA is equal to RB. In a similar way we are having this. We are having equation 1 that RA plus RB is equal to 40 kilonewtons. RA plus RB is equal to 40 kilonewtons. I am going to substitute the RB value in this equation 1 to get the value of RA. RA plus 20 is equal to 40. RA will be 20 kilonewtons. RA is equal to RB. Then the load is symmetrical. Next, shear force calculation. From the values of RA and RB, we are going to find out the shear force calculation and bed moment calculation. For the shear force calculation, we are going to take at each and every support and each and every point. Here we are having a UDL 2 meters and this is 2 meters, it is 4 meters. Here shear force at A, to the left of the A, I am standing just to left to the A, here just to left to the A and looking forward to the left side of the beam. Here on the left side of the beam, I don't find any type of reactions or supports or forces which are going to act on this beam, so that I am going to consider it is as 0 kilonewtons. When I am going to stand just right to the A, I am looking to the left side, I am going to find a upward reaction, the magnitude of RA, the value of RA will be 20 kilonewtons. And next, from A to C, we are having no loads or no point loads or no UDLs. Then up to the C left, we are going to continue the same load of RA, that is 20 kilonewtons. Up to the C left, we are having the same load. When I reach to the just right to the C, here we cannot divide the UDL, so that the value going to be decreased, but we cannot divide the UDL as a point load, so that I am going to take after the UDL, that is just right to the D, right to the D, that is right to the D and looking forward to the left side of the beam. That will be 20 minus of, because this is in upward direction, so that positive, upward positive, downward negative, 20. Here the load should be in kilonewtons, so that this converted as a point load, that is 10 into 4, 40. That going to be minus 20 kilonewtons. Next, after the left to the B, up to the left to the B, and from D to B we are having no loads. Here it is D and here it is B. We are having no loads, so that the same load is going to continue up to the B left, that is 20 kilonewton. After the right of the B, here when I am going to right of the B and looking forward to the left side, I am going to find a upward reaction with RB, that is minus 20 kilonewtons up to a left, and after the right of the B I am finding the value RB, that going to be minus 20 plus 20, it will be 0 on reference line. These are the shear force values, and let's see the bend moment values. In this calculation, moment about A is equal to 0, moment about B is equal to 0, because these are the end supports of this beam and having no perpendicular distances to calculate or to multiply with this reaction of RA, so that it is going to be 0, and we remaining with moment about C and moment about D. Here moment about C, I am going to find the moment about C from RA, because it is nearer to me, it is nearer to the RA, and moment about D from RB, because it is nearer to the RB reaction. If I want to take the reactions or moments from RA, where I am having a sign conventions that are positive as clockwise, anti-clockwise as negative. The same from RB, if you want to take the reactions or moments from RB, clockwise as negative, anti-clockwise as positive. Follow these sign conventions while taking the moments of for moment about C and moment about D. You are going to have the same values, that are moment about C from RA into the distance is 2 meters. From RA the clockwise is positive, so that positive RA into 2 meters. The value will be 20 into 2, 40 kilonewton into meter. Moment about D is will be RB. Here moment is taking an anti-clockwise direction, so that positive direction, positive sign. RB into distance is 2 meters, that will be 20 into 2, that is also 40 kilonewton into meter. Let us draw the diagram for the shear force and bend moment values. Let's see the diagram. Here this is the shear force diagram we are going to draw here. For the left of the A we are having 0, for the right of the A we are having a 20 kilonewtons. Let us have a point here, and moving on to the C, for the left of the C we are having the same value of 20. After the right of the C, the value going to be decreased, and for the left of the D it going to be same. For the right of the D we are finding that it is going for the negative 20, and after moving to the B, for the left of the B we are having the same value minus 20, continuing with minus 20. After the right of the B we are getting that 0 on reference line. Let us join these points. Here the value is 20 and 20, here also 20 and 0 here. Here the shear force is getting 0 on the 0. Here we are having a statement that when shear force is 0, there will be maximum bending moment at that point. Here we will get a maximum bending moment while drawing the bending moment diagram. for the moment about A is equal to 0 and moment about B is equal to 0, and for the moment about D we are having a 40 kilonewton into meter. Let us have a point here at a D here. This is the D line, and for the C we are having the same, that is 40. For the, let us have a point here E. We don't know the point E, and for the moment for the E, let us find the moment about E. Because the shear force is 0, there will be maximum bending moment at that point. The E is distance width of 2 meters. This is 2 meters. I am taking the reaction or moments from RA, so that I am going to consider these sign conventions that are clockwise as positive, anti-clockwise as negative. Taking the moments up to E, that RA into the distance is 4 meters, RA into 4 minus, I am going to include only this part of UDL. We are having a UDL here and 4 meters, but I am going to consider only for this UDL. The magnitude of UDL is 10 kilonewton per meter, is acting for the 2 meters. 10 into 2, which is going to convert as a point load, and taking the moments from midspan 2 by 2. Moment about E is equal to 20 into 4 minus 20 of 1. Moment about E is equal to 80 minus 20, that is going to be 60 kilonewton into meter. The value will be 60 here. C line. From A to C we are having inclined straight lines, inclined lines. From C to D we are getting a curve because we are having the UDL in between the C and D. This is a curve from here to like this. This is a 40 and this is 60, 0 kilonewton into meter. Don't forget to write the units for the values of shear force and bending moment diagrams. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please click on the like button and please do subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon